Hello everyone, welcome back. Zargot here. Tonight just kind of taking a quick look at a small collection I purchased the other day. Just primarily some modern cards picked up from a gentleman. Been kind of a little bit of back and forth with him, the last few weeks, just emailing, messaging, just working out prices and, just kind of getting an idea of what sort of cards he was looking to get rid of and condition things of that nature. Had a final sort of meeting a few days ago and finalized the prices on these cards here. This is some, just some basics here, just some better skulls, some lightning bolts. One older lightning bolt, but most of them are fairly new. Got a couple of the newer lands here. Got some fetches, collected company. A bunch of nice crisp gear hulks. We've got the Chrome Lantern. It's actually a pack fresh masterpiece, so this is nice. Got original engineered explosives here. Got a nice pack fresh Cavern of Souls. Not original, but modern masters. Got a few of the original Snapcaster mages. Play set of them. Kolgan's Command. Some other essentials here. We got some Theros Thought Seizes. A couple of shock lands. A couple other interesting cards. We got a couple Damnations here. Not modern masters, so that's nice. Some Dark Slick Shores. A couple other cards. I got a foil Spellbomb, which these are actually kind of jumped up in price a little bit, which is pretty nice. Just wanted to kind of talk about this particular collection. These are the ones I kind of look at here. Medium price. I like modern stuff. Modern's very popular. A lot of the cards, unfortunately, are. Not every card on the table here, but a lot of these cards are being reprinted. Like Thoughtseize. These poor shock lands that just keep getting reprinted. Snapcaster Mage, Cavern of Souls. These cards, unfortunately, even Engineered Explosives, Damnation, all these cards keep getting reprinted. So I think that people are a little more interested in getting rid of these types of cards, especially with another master set on the horizon in just a couple months, because you just never know when your $30, $40, $50 investment is going to get reprinted in a master set and dip $15 or $20, and all of a sudden your play set of Snapcaster Mages, that were going for $250 a piece, or dipping down to $150. So a lot of people are looking to sell cards like this. One thing I kind of wanted to point out here was these cards are not mint cards. The reason I wanted to kind of bring that up is the gentleman that sold these to me. He collected them. He bought these cards and opened some in packs just over his career, his Magic career. But he told me that he never collected the cards for the value. He just would get the cards so he could play them as decks, which is fine. That's great. That's what you're supposed to do. You're playing Magic cards just to get the cards you want to use, build your decks, have fun, or be competitive and try to win prizes or whatever your goal is. But that's completely and totally fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The issue is, even if you are playing Magic just for casual purposes, I think it's still important to sort of respect your collection a little bit, or at least the value of your collection. And what has happened here is not necessarily that the gentleman did anything outright, damaging to the cards, but let's show you these Snapcaster Mages here. So these Snapcasters here, if we take a look, I don't see this on the camera, but if you look at the top here, there's some damage. And if you look at the card itself, I don't know if it's going to come up on the camera, but it's pretty warped. All of them are like that. What causes that kind of damage at the top of the card? Well, all the cards in this collection that are not in near mint condition have damage from, this one's good right here. Actually, this one's probably the best one you can see. See that damage there? And then you can see the card is not straight. So this comes from side shuffling. I see a lot of people side shuffling their sleeve decks, and that is the result of that style of shuffling. It's not going to happen the first time. Obviously, this deck has been played a lot by the gentleman, but over time, your cards will be damaged by the side shuffling, and that's going to cause the value to dip. These Snapcaster Mages, which probably should be around $50 a piece, if you were to sell them online or trade them into a store or something, you'd be able to get somewhere around that, maybe in store credit. But once they're damaged like this, they're not going to be $50 a piece. They're probably going to be $35 to $40 a piece, and that just comes just from the shuffling. Every card on this table was in the perfect fit sleeves and in a deck sleeve, so they were double sleeved, and still the ones that have that damage that happened anyway. You know that, so it doesn't matter if you have perfect sleeves on. It's the side shuffling is very damaging to the collection. So honestly, that's kind of the big thing I wanted to kind of show people with this video tonight. Just to kind of show you this collection here, that was definitely the value was depreciated, probably 20-25% of what these cards would have been worth if they had not been side shuffled and damaged. A lot of these cards are actually in really good shape, like the Cavern of Souls, Chromatic Lantern, some of the bigger money cards, all the Gearhulks, all the newer stuff's in good shape because it hasn't been side shuffled for years and years and years. Unlike the poor Snapcaster Mage, which the gentleman told me he actually opened all of these in packs when Innistrad was still being drafted. So this is the product of being shuffled like that, you know, for years, probably hundreds of times. But just something kind of important to keep in mind, that even if you are a casual player and you're not investing in cards, that your collection still does have a value. And should you ever decide to get out of Magic, it would be nice to be able to collect some of that value back. And things like side shuffling or really heavy shuffling or playing without sleeves does damage your collection and does damage your investment. So anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk about here. Just kind of show you guys, you know, the small collection we got, kind of talk about, you know, the importance of, you know, shuffling your cards the right way and kind of protecting your investment, even if you aren't, again, buying the cards to, you know, sit on them and sell them when they go up in price. Still important to try and take care of your cards as best you can. Again, the cards are still worth money, still going to sell them, you know, still going to make a few dollars on them. You know, the gentleman was happy with what I was able to offer him for the collection. So everyone's still happy, but there could have been, you know, a greater value if the cards had just been, you know, taken a little bit more care of. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed, you know, seeing the collection video here. I like kind of sharing these. It's always kind of neat just to sort of look at some of these older cards, you know, like just looking at Batterskull here brings back excellent memories. I remember when this card was just nuts. This just dominated everything. You know, it's just kind of fun to go back and look at some of these older cards, you know, Dark Slick Shores. I remember these guys were just so hot. Everybody had to have 4 of these. You know, Cavern of Souls, which actually I really like Cavern of Souls. This card just won't seem to go down in value. You know, it's been sitting in that, you know, $45, $55 range for a long time, even though it has been reprinted. But you know, just kind of a cool collection, brings back a lot of good memories, and obviously there's new cards here too. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you did, you know, hit the like button. Let me know you enjoyed watching it. If you'd like to see more videos from me, and you haven't already done so, certainly hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with my upcoming drafts, collection purchases, box openings, things of that nature. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video.